Hey everybody, this is Jake with HookahDaily.com and ShishaForum.com, and today we're going to be reviewing, much in the same way that we reviewed Star No Buzz Pink yesterday. Got a little new nickname for Star Buzz. We'll be reviewing JM's Hookah No-Kiwi. JM's Hookah kiwi flavor. As far as the cut goes, this is going to be your typical JM's Hookah cut. If you've watched any of my other reviews on JM's Hookah flavor, then you're going to kind of know what the cut's going to be like. It's very, very red in color, kind of a dark red, a maroon type color. It's finely cut. There are some stems in there, but they're chopped really small, similar to like a Fantasia type stem. Very hard to pick out. Very, very, very hard to pick out. You don't have the big, fuckers like you do to get a lot of the other shisha brands out there. As far as the wetness, it's damp. It's definitely wet, but it doesn't leave your fingers. It's not soaked in juices. It definitely, the little pieces of tobacco like to stick to your fingers, so it does have a little bit of stickiness to it. As far as the smell goes, I can't help but to be pissed off that I've never had a kiwi flavored shisha that's really smelled like kiwi. With the exception of one of my favorite kiwi flavors of all time, that's actually Dubai molasses. If you've ever heard of Dubai molasses, you can find it at some smaller Middle Eastern stores. But Dubai kiwi is just awesome. But we're not talking about that today. We're talking about JM's Hookah kiwi flavor. So as far as the smell, I get like a sweet, fruity, tangy smell, but I can't help but to smell a little bit of mint in there. It's the weirdest thing. Like, it seems like a minty, like it has like a menthol type smell that it gives off. You could probably say it's kiwi. But there's nothing else that I could really compare it to. And it's a stretch to compare it to kiwi, saying it smells like kiwi. But I guess that's the best we can do. So it has a sweet, kind of menthol type smell. I guess that's what they're trying to pass off as the tangy, the sour part of the kiwi. But it does have some sweet in there as well. As far as the taste goes, it tastes, well, in a good way and a bad way. Unfortunately, it tastes a lot like it smells. It doesn't taste like kiwi. It seems like they're trying really hard to replicate the kiwi flavor, and that's a lot of the problem I have with a lot of the cotton candy flavors on the market, is that they try so hard, but they're doing something wrong. And maybe it's just one of those flavors, that there's so many of them out there. It's just one of those flavors that's just impossible to replicate. It actually has the same kind of cooling effect, slightly, not as much as the JM's Blue Rain, which we'll have a review of here shortly. But it has like that cooling type menthol, but just a tiny bit. And it has a little bit of a tropical, I want to almost say guava flavor. And now that I've even said guava, and I got that in my head, I'm thinking this is JM's guava, and they just stuck the wrong label on the can. Because as of right now, I'm definitely thinking this is JM's Hookah non-kiwi guava edition flavor. It doesn't taste like kiwi. It tastes tropical. It tastes like a fruit. And I'm not saying that the flavor is bad. The flavor is by all means not bad. But it just doesn't taste like kiwi to me. Maybe because I'm such a big fan of kiwi, I guess. But it's not kiwi, and that's definitely the point of this review, is to tell you if it's good. It's for the flavor that's marked on the label. As far as the smoke goes, typical JM clouds, big, puffy, white, fuck off clouds. One thing I've noticed about JM's over the last few weeks is once the coals start to dwindle a little bit, just a slight bit, some shishas will just keep on chugging, and in this one it seems like the clouds definitely like to dwindle a lot, and they get smaller and smaller really fast. So the coals your chalk has to be extremely hot to get decent clouds out of this. There's no buzz with this. As far as the duration, I've been smoking this bowl not very long, actually probably for about 10 minutes. I've smoked about 2 other bowls in the past, just trying to get an idea of what the flavor, how much I like the flavor or how little I like the flavor. I'm not a fan. Let's just say that this can is still pretty much full. And I'm not in a hurry to smoke it like I am, say, the James Pink Lemonade, which I love. But it's a decent flavor. As far as an overall score, 5 out of 10. It has more flavor than the lime has, but it's just as enjoyable. It doesn't really taste like the lime did, and it's not very strong flavor like the lime did. It's stronger, but the thing is lime tastes closer to lime than this tastes close to kiwi. So that's how they're equal. This has more flavor, but tastes less like the flavor that it's supposed to be. Lime has less flavor, but tastes more like the flavor it's supposed to be. So I think it's pretty even. 5 out of 10 for the James Hookah non-kiwi. Anyways, until next time, guys, this has been Jake with Hookah Daily and ShishaForum.com, your definitive source online for hookah and shisha reviews and information. Until next time, you guys keep smoking.